last meeting's minutes, we've got last meeting's minutes from what? June? Wait, from I guess May. On the website. Do we have any objections to the meeting's minutes, or can we go ahead and approve? Motion to approve.
Second.
All right, looks like they're approved. All right, so anybody new here, either new to the neighborhood or new to the Benton Park Neighborhood Association meetings? Look at the list. I don't see anybody new. Anybody new? Nope. All right, we'll have some new people next time. I have faith. I don't see Officer Garrett on, so the police report we may have to push off until next time unless she shows up. She's busy keeping us safe, so if she joins later, we'll come back to her. But we do have Dan Gunther, guest via satellite from Oklahoma. So yes. We can do the Alderman's report, and then I guess you can probably just roll into Parks, Dan.
Perfect. Thanks, Jim. Thanks for running the meeting tonight in Don's absence. I guess I'll start off by saying Happy Pride Month. We have a full month of Pride activities, including this coming week, the Tower Grove Pride Caravan, which will be running through Benton Park. So if you are not aware, please check out Tower Grove Pride events on Facebook. And they have viewing stations throughout our neighborhood where you could cheer on the caravan and show your support for our LGBTQ plus neighbors. So happy Pride. Been talking a lot for 15 months about COVID. I mentioned last month that the mayor's office, Mayor Jones, is having public input on what our citizens would like to spend our nearly $500 million of COVID relief federal money from. And so the task force that is put in charge of kind of directing where the funds will be coming from or where they'll be allocated, they have a new list of kind of recommendations that is on the City of St. Louis website, stlouis-mo.gov. But we are also having our first public comment period is happening. Our first public comment meeting is actually happening this Thursday, June 3rd, from 5:30 to 7 via Zoom. So I ask everyone to not only take a look at the recommendations that have been posted on the city's website, but also if you have input, please join this coming Thursday, 5:30 to 7 via Zoom, and be able to hear what the advisory committee is starting to lean towards on how to allocate some of these funds. So that's coming up. At the Board of Aldermen, we are currently in our budget season. So we are working on a $1.125 billion budget. We've been having our Ways and Means hearings via Zoom for over 2 weeks now, another one tomorrow. But essentially what we, at the Board of Aldermen, we don't have the ability to actually add money to our budget. We have the ability to cut positions or cut allocations and then make a recommendation for what we would like to see our budget going towards. And so with this, we'll be having a lot of recommendations for, hiring additional people to forestry, hiring additional people to our rec centers. I think in the last week, we found out that we're about 70 people short on parks and forestry for cutting parks grasses, trimming trees, a lot of the services that those two divisions do. So we are looking to hopefully through personnel to be able to increase some pay, some starting pay to be able to try to attract more people to work for the city. If anyone knows anyone looking for a good job, we don't pay the best, but we have wonderful benefits, and it is pretty much a, I would say it is a guaranteed. We're not going to be laying people off because we slow down. We are in a position where we are hiring and trying to hire as many people as possible for everything from parks to forestry to 911 operators to NSOs. Every division you could think of, we are hiring. So please spread the word to anyone you know that is looking for a career change or something new. There's a lot of great opportunities in the city. So that's what we're pretty much stuck on is budget for now. We really haven't gotten into a whole lot of other legislation. There was one bill that I will mention because I've been dealing with this for the last 4 years. There was a bill this past week dropped by Alderman Muhammad from the 21st Ward, which is going to once again ask us to reverse our ward reduction, which is happening in less than a year. So I will be in the same spot I've been in for 4 years on the Board of Aldermen, that I think the voters have spoken. I think we've had plenty of time, almost 10 years, to discuss what it would look like when we reduce the board from 28 to 14 and how we can give the Board of Aldermen more support so that we actually have a legislative assistant. We actually have a personal secretary or a personal assistant. Where I mentioned before, right now, the aldermen, we have about 6 alderperson per secretary. So we really don't get a whole lot of assistance. And so I think when we reduce the board, it would give us that opportunity to say, let's put more funding towards actually being able to have a full-time legislator and put someone that's going to be able to do constituent services. Right now, Barb Potts is kind of that catch-all, but even there, Barb Potts has the 9th and the 20th wards that she takes care of. She doesn't even represent just one ward. So it makes it difficult for all of us to really be able to keep up with everything. So I will mention that was dropped again last week, but I am going to continue to say, let's look at what the city would run like with 14 aldermen, and hopefully it doesn't come back to a revote. So those are the big things, kind of legislative wise. I'll say the other biggest thing that I get about, 5 phone calls a day on or emails is our neighbor on the 3000 block of Lemp. Everyone knows him. Everyone knows the situation. For months now, if not a year, we've been working with every department in city government to address this issue. I get a lot of calls saying, what are you doing? Just today, I had a conversation with 6 different departments. So this is police. This is our crisis intervention team, which is our kind of the mental health counselors. I've been working with Places for People. This individual has a mental health issue that is keeping it, besides hoarding, it's also making it so that it's difficult for anyone to talk to him or reason with him. So we're working with them, Places for People, the mental health specialist. We have forestry on it. We have streets department on it because everyone knows in the last week he's moved everything into the street. So we have our city councilor right now. We have building division. We have just about everyone possible working on it. And I will say, I got an email about 30 minutes ago from our city councilor that he currently has 13 cases in municipal court, 13 summonses against him. One of those is for hoarding, will be heard this coming Thursday. So I know it seems like these issues take a long time to deal with, but we are trying to go about this and approach to actually offer him some help and try to, not just be let's put him in court. If he doesn't show up to court, let's lock him up. We're actually trying to get him some help. But this Thursday at, let's see here. This Thursday at 5:30, this Thursday at 1:00, it will be his first actual summons in court to address one of his 13 summonses. So just let everyone know, you don't need to call me and let me know about it. I'm well aware. But we are working hard on it. So I'll go from there. I'll kind of mention some things. Everyone has seen the pickleball, and I guess this goes into my parks report. Everyone's seen the pickleball courts moving along. We got our fencing up in the last week. They're going to be coming and putting a sealant on the concrete and painting the lines, hopefully this coming week. We've had some rain delays, but they're still working every day on it. So that's coming along, and by this summer, we'll be playing pickleball. The other thing that I think is kind of neat, I've been working with the Chess Club of St. Louis to put some chess boards in Benton Park, and yay. And besides placing chess boards, the St. Louis Chess Club is also going to be providing Saturday morning chess classes. So anyone that plays chess or wants to learn chess, we will be having permanent chess boards and classes on Saturdays coming to Benton Park. So, so those are some of the fun things I've been working on. And then I also, I always talk about getting help from Brightside St. Louis, my former employer before I ran for office. I cannot say enough good things about Brightside, but we are getting a group of volunteers on Monday, June 21st from noon until 3. Getting interference. But anyway, noon to 3, Monday, June 21st, I'll be getting about 20 volunteers to help do some work in Benton Park, probably more mulching, more weeding, those sort of events. So that's kind of my Alderman and Parks report wrapped up. And I will end with on June 24th, Thursday, June 24th, I'll be having a event for my 9th Ward Alderman Committee at the Jefferson Underground, kind of a fundraiser. Thank you for everyone that supported me in this last election when we couldn't really do anything because of COVID. But now that all the rules have been dropped, we're all vaccinated. Thursday, June 24th from 5 to 9. Please join me at the Jefferson Underground, and we'll have a little thank you party fundraiser sort of event going on. So any questions? Yep, Brittany.
Yeah, thanks. Question, I've been getting a lot of questions, and I know we've talked about it, but just so you can maybe cover it in the recording, exactly how was the funding for the pickleball court acquired? If you could just explain that process, because I know there's a lot of people asking.
Sure. So every year we get our what's called our ward capital money. I've been saving up for different park improvements. We have 7 parks in the 9th Ward, 8 really, I guess, if you include kind of some of the pocket parks. But so we save funds, and then there is a matching grant through the Parks Department to where we get to use basically 25% of our ward money matches 75% of funds that were not only through propositions that we've passed over the years, but also if people remember when Barnes Hospital gave the city some money to use some tennis courts over by Forest Park. So there's 2 different kind of pools of money that we get to use as match, and we use our ward money as matching funds. We get 75% of the funds from this kind of overall citywide parks improvement fund. 25% comes from our ward money. And so the pickleball has been something I've been working on for about 3 years, and it finally broke ground. So yeah, taxpayer money.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yep. All right. Any other questions? Okay.
That's it for
Thanks,
you.
Jim. Thanks everyone for being here. And I'll probably just sit back and listen while I hang out with my family in Oklahoma.
Woo.
Woo. All right.
Liz, you're here. You want to do the treasurer's report?
Hello, yes, I'm here. Am I able to go ahead and share my screen?
I think Tim is.
Or Jim, do you think you can pull up the revised budget?
Liz, you can share. It's multi-share mode.
Let me see.
Oh, here, I'll unshare so you can share. Maybe. Ah, there we go.
I'm trying. All right, it is not letting me share. Do you think you can just pull it up in your inbox?
Maybe.
I'm on the browser instead of in the app. I think that might be the issue.
Oh, maybe. Let me see if I can get logged in. It's my email on my work computer.
I'm still trying though. All right, I think it's finally working. Share. Okay, I think I got it. Can you guys all see the budget document?
Yep.
All right, great. So last meeting, we voted on a number of changes to expand our events budget and concert calendars. So we went ahead and made those changes to the official budget document, as you guys can see here. So we added a number of concerts. We also had the Beth Bombara, the River Kittens show in May, and that was a big success. We estimate we had maybe 200 something attendees, and it was a beautiful day, and we had plenty of space to stay safe in the park. So looking forward to having more events like that. So not really much changed on the other expenditures side. Again, the main focus was the events. So do any of you guys have questions about the budget? Not really any surprises. We'll go ahead and upload this on the website along with the archived old 2021 budget. So that should be up to date in the next few weeks. And I don't really have much else. We did receive 2 applications for COVID aid in the past month. So you guys can see we did earmark 900 for the COVID aid program, and that was money we raised in 2020 but didn't spend. So we wanted to make sure we still had some budgeted in case people request assistance. So we have seen a few applications come in from neighbors, but that's it. Only 2 applications this year. Any of you have questions?
All right.
Not, I can pass it back to Don.
Can you unshare your screen? There we go. Which one am I doing here? Okay. All right, so next we've got Tim and the Building Review Committee.
Okay. We, during May, we provided a letter of support for a zoning conditional use to Madeline Lumpy, and she will be occupying the corner space at McNair and Lynch, operating a resale shop or a vintage, shop, I believe is her term on that, as well as providing alteration services. So she should be hearing this week the extent of the conditions from zoning. So I think all was good there. And then we had a second proposal that collectively, the Building Review Committee and the board did not support for some homes being developed or proposed being developed along Indiana. So we haven't had a chance for a follow-up meeting since we had that hearing last week. So there's not much more to say on that until we have a meeting. Any questions for building review? Great.
Thanks, Tim. Events, Brittany, what do we got going on with the concerts?
Well, hi. As Liz mentioned, we had our first concert last weekend, the 23rd. Huge success, I think. It was really awesome to see all the neighbors coming out and everyone enjoying the beautiful park and great music. So we have scheduled concerts May through October. It's the second to last Sunday of every month. So our next concert is June 20th, and we're going to be having the Mighty Pines, which is super exciting. And we've got still a couple holes to fill in with the schedule, but we should be releasing that soon. We've got another big show on our September concert is Jake's Leg. So we're really excited about that. And then we have Beth Bombara for July. So we've got a really good lineup this summer. Like I said, we do have a couple holes we're still working on filling. Yeah, we're really excited about kind of getting the concert series going. We would love anyone who wants to help, set up, break down the concert series, come out and join us. Or if you want to join the events committee, we are always welcome new folks. So you can reach out to, I think my contact's on the website. Just the events committee, and then yeah, that's kind of what we've got planned so far. We are planning, I'm sorry, one more thing. We are planning on doing Tunes on Tap this year. For those of you who are not familiar with that, typically it has been a musical house tour. So we host bands at people's homes and then serve beer, and it's a ticket event. So you would buy a ticket, and then you get to do like 8 to 10 houses in the neighborhood with different bands and different beers at each house. This year, because of COVID, we are going to try to move forward with it. We're going to make it a garden tour. So it'd just be like a backyard tour. No one would be coming into the houses. So if you're interested in either hosting one of the houses or wanting more information on that, you can also reach out to the events committee. And yeah, that's kind of, I think, all we've got right now. But come out June 20th. It's going to be a great show. We're really excited to have the Mighty Pines.
Brittany, you want to mention we met with Gateway Cup?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I do. We did meet with Gateway Cup, and Gateway Cup is happening this year. So we'll have the bike races back, which is pretty exciting. We're going to be doing, there's going to be obviously all the bike races. There might be like a little run, other things that are tacked onto that. So we're still kind of working on the details with that, but we'll have like a booth to sell merchandise, and we're going to maybe get some kickback on some of the beer sales and food sales too. So we're still kind of, I guess, working details out on that, but it is happening. So get ready. Remember to move your cars the day of the event, and we'll have more information about that coming out soon on our social media and on the website and everything. Did I miss anything, Dan?
Nope. Good job, Brittany.
So Gateway Cup was canceled last year, right?
It was
Tim, there was a
canceled.
question from Peggy about the proposal for the building on Indiana.
That's for you, Tim. She just wants to know what was wrong with it.
I'm sorry, from who?
It just says Peggy, but her question's what was wrong with the building proposal in Indiana?
Oh, I'm sorry, was that like a chat question?
It was, yeah.
So the buildings were designed in a rather modernistic mode. Dan Gunther dealt with a number of complaints last summer after the second and third homes were finished. And we took this up at the building review committee and spent considerable time talking about it. We did have a meeting with the developer, and then it went to the preservation board. So we're weighing the options. There was a group of a neighbor who did gather some support for this, which isn't to be ignored. However, I think the majority of the folks in the neighborhood have come to appreciate the red brick traditional architecture of Benton Park.
Okay. Okay, so we're done with events. I don't see Barb on here, Barb Vindiola, our safety committee chair. So we will get in touch with her and see if we can get some updates from her for the next meeting. Marketing, web, and social. Oh, that reminds me. We are looking for a new treasurer. So if anyone is financially inclined or really just kind of good with Excel and numbers, reach out to us because we do need someone to keep track of that stuff. Liz has been a trooper and has been awesome for us, but she is unfortunately leaving the neighborhood. So we need someone to replace her and keep track of all our dollar bills, y'all. So if anyone wants to do that, just let us know. Email, contact us, probably contact Don, or really any of the Benton Park contacts on the website. Marketing, web, social media, this is what reminded me of. We need someone to run that for us because our marketing, web, social media person no longer lives here. So if anyone is good with websites, marketing, or social media, do the same thing. Let us know. We want you on the team and we need you. Bill, anything with the gardens? Is Bill on? There's Bill.
Yes, hello everybody. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, today we had our first mushroom sprouted in wine cap mushrooms that we've been trying to grow this year, and I just picked the first one about a half hour ago. So we're gearing up for hopefully in the future to have a mushroom farm down in the cave if we can pull that off. So this is sort of an exercise in increasing our skills on growing mushrooms. So yeah, the garden is doing real good this year. We have like about 14 people involved, and couldn't be better really. Even last year we got through COVID okay, and we're continuing on this year without any problems.
Any issues with the weather?
No, I mean, no, not really. There's a good balance of, cooler weather with rain and then hot weather with the sun. So everything's going okay with the weather. And with the cave issue, the English cave, we had a new LiDAR scan down in the drill hole number 2 in the cave this last Sunday. I mean, Memorial Day on Monday, actually. And we got a better scan of what's down there. And we're going over the data on that to see if there's anything different we can pick out. And so hopefully in a few months, we'll be making a proposal about a future way to get into the cave that, the membership can learn about and hopefully vote on. And that's where things stand with the cave in the garden. If there are any questions, I could take them on chat or now. If you want to ask a question, I'll be happy to answer for you. Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Bill. Nicole, dog park?
Yeah, not really a whole lot going on. We did open up on May 1st. So that was our latest big news. Everything's going well. We have well over 100 members. I'm seeing new applications coming in almost every day, a couple times a week at least. So if you have a dog and you are not a member, feel free to check out our dog park website. Bar Vindiola hosted our last garden event on May 15th. And she installed some more personalized bricks. So if you had ordered a personalized brick a while back and we're waiting on that, it is now, we've moved them around a little bit and installed them at the garden. So kudos to her for always taking on the garden activities. The garden looks really great. We've had a couple of neighbors donate a few plants and things. So we really appreciate that. As well as like some grants from Brightside that have really helped out the garden this year. So I think that's about it. Everything's moving along smoothly. We are always also looking for some new members on our committee. We've recruited a couple of new neighbors over the last couple of months, but we're always looking for more people to join the dog park committee. So if you're passionate about pups, feel free to reach out to us to our Gmail. You can find our web address on the sign at the dog park, and I'll put it in the chat here. That's all I got.
Passionate about pups. I love the alliteration.
Yeah, I try to use it, like plug it as many times as I can in my life. It's one of my favorites.
All right. The stop sign plaque project that we're doing up and down Jefferson is moving forward. We've got a design for it. So if anybody's not familiar with that, there's a few, 3 streets, I think, where the stop sign is, the actual stop part of it is facing into our neighborhood, but the back of the stop sign is facing out onto Jefferson. So we're putting plaques on the back of those as kind of a welcome to the Benton Park Historic District. And so we are moving forward with that. And I believe it got added to the budget. So it is covered and we voted on that last month. Next we've got, we're doing in-person meetings starting this summer. So we're going to be back in the church. So if anybody wants to get out of the house, we will start announcing when they're in person, hopefully starting next month. And we'll do a hybrid in-person online where we're in person, but we'll set up a laptop and stuff so we can Zoom. People can Zoom in if they want, if they're not comfortable getting out and getting in a crowd in the church. We're still going to social distance and everything, but it'll be nice to see everybody in person again. And then if anybody wants to join any committees, contact the board. Like we mentioned, treasurer, we need a replacement, marketing, web, social media. Nicole, I believe, are we still looking for somebody to run the dog park? Are you leaving?
Yes, I will be leaving later this year or very early next year. So
For next season?
yeah, I mean, I think the committee is happy to kind of co-chair a president's role, but it would be nice if we have somebody that, like I said, is passionate and wants to know more. Feel free to get in touch with us. We'd love to have somebody else too.
Okay. I think that's it. Anybody have anything they want to talk about, or did I miss anybody? Any of the boards, committees?
We think we did miss a new neighbor announcement when we first started.
We have a new neighbor?
Angie.
Yeah, we're here. Hi.
Hey.
My neighbor.
Oh, okay. So you got the inside track to the announcement.
That's right.
Well, welcome to the neighborhood. Where do you guys, what block do you guys live on?
The 3300 block of Wisconsin.
Oh, fancy. You're on the south side of the park. Southsiders. Woo woo. Well, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Hope to see you at some of the concerts.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. It was good to meet everybody tonight.
Next meeting is July 6th. Like I said, hybrid, in-person, online, if everything goes right and we can get the tech ready. Until then, everybody enjoy the weather.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Jim, good meeting. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Jim. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jim. Have a good night, everyone.